sure what I wanted to do after high school, so that was the main reason. And I don't know, I had internal battles with myself trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I'd get frustrated, so just because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do at first, as far as after high school plans and life plans, and I wasn't comfortable with myself and wasn't sure about who I wanted to be in the world. My favorite thing about the journey has probably been being in nature. The 2 times that we've gotten the chance here in Colorado, I definitely have liked observing a lot more than I usually do as well. So probably the insightful information that we were given through the whole program, the calls with different people. So it was interesting to speak to different people with different perspectives about lives and about life and who followed kind of different paths in the world. So I don't know, it sort of inspired me to get out there and start doing things more. I think I was a bit hesitant in the beginning and used to being in my comfort zone. So definitely the different speakers that we had. Definitely coping mechanisms and coping tools that I received throughout the program. Coming to Parzival, I was extremely anxious, and now I'm able to better control my emotions and just regulate my feelings a lot better. So I'd say that was the most helpful part, and similar to Merrill, I've found Parzival better therapy than going to actual qualified therapists. So as far as just anxiety and negative thoughts, it's helped a lot. So with Parzival, I learned to accept my feelings and acknowledge them, and I think with therapy it was more of a numbing kind of a deal. So I think the biggest thing for me joining Parzival and going throughout the program was just being able to accept my feelings and not think that they were bad or wrong, or that I shouldn't be feeling a certain way about a certain thing.
Nice.
Whenever I face a situation that seems scary to me, and I've found this kind of thing where I talk to myself as if I was a child, and I'm able to calm myself down a lot. I'd often look for my mom kind of to do that for me throughout life, but I started doing it for myself when I've been alone, and it really helps me to calm down and not be so anxious. And another huge thing was getting off of my meds throughout this program. So probably that I'm my own biggest critic, and that the people around me aren't as judgmental as I've always thought they are. I started to notice that I think a lot about what other people are thinking, but they're really not thinking what I'm thinking they're thinking. So just realizing that I wouldn't call it overreacting, but I just overthink things. And I'd say being in nature has certainly helped me to not overthink, because I have something to preoccupy my mind with, or to just appreciate around me and not really think about myself so much and what other people are thinking about me.
Nice.
Probably finding myself and just being more comfortable in my own skin, and just, you know, I think not being on meds is pretty cool, and just my independence, probably being a lot more independent than I was when I first began the program. So I did quite a bit of meditation throughout the year in the mornings, and that really helped. And just the overall asking myself questions and not answering them, because I would usually get frustrated trying to find an answer, and I found it helpful to just wait for the answers to come to me along the journey. So I'd say to do it, because I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You're going to make a lot of friends, you're going to be outdoors, you're going to discover things about yourself that you probably didn't really know about or you didn't pay attention to because you were too focused on what was going on around you. You know, it's a really unique and interesting program that I don't think there are many, and if you feel kind of hesitant about doing it like I did in the beginning, I'd say to just persevere. That's one of the big virtues that we learned about. So I'd say just, if you're an anxious person, just dive into it, and by the end, I think you'll be a lot more of a less anxious person and a lot more confident in your own skin and as who you are.
Nice. Thank you.